Okie dokie. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Irish Question Mark January 2020 Staying Connected online show. We've just started the stream. We'll hopefully have a few people coming in very shortly. If you are watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, come across to www.twitch.tv/Irish Question Mark and join in the fun. You can chat in the chat room and become a more vivid part of the show. Just going to get the questions and answers out now. And I'm wondering how her indoors is going to handle tonight, seeing the show live from my mum and dad's room, mum and dad's house. Hello, Jessie. Good evening. Are you hearing me okay, Jessie? And how is the picture? Let me know. Good evening, Pete in Dublin. Just the two boys on. Happy New Year to you too, Pete, as I'm drinking a cup of instant coffee. There's no Nespresso in Ireland, apparently. Well, it's great to be back. I am really hoping against hope that we don't have any problems with the internet. If we do, I have already decided what I'm going to do. If we do, is I'm just going to freeze the show and do it next week, instead of battling and getting wound up. How are you both? SRB 1055. How are things where you are? But maybe I shouldn't have asked you that. No. Hopefully everything's going well in Ireland at the moment. Fingers crossed, hoping that the internet hangs out for me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop off and charge the phone and share the stream. I'll be back very shortly to start the show, basically in no time. Can you hear me okay? Hi, Jodie's dad. How you doing? Great to see you on board tonight from Burnham-on-Sea. Well, I'm actually at the shores of Carlingford Lough, at the foot of the Mourne Mountains. By God, you'd think I was working for the Northern Ireland Tourist Board, as opposed to the Northern Ireland Terrorist Board, which are a completely different organisation. Apparently dormant. Oh no. Good evening, her indoors in The Hague. Pete, the promised land indeed, brother. The promised land indeed. Happy New Year to Jodie's dad. And to all your family. I seen it was Nan's 70th birthday. I was tempted to give her a call, but then I thought she might know who I am. Pete, her indoors is not amused. She's stuck at home alone. Good evening, Captain Beer. Isn't it great that you haven't slept through tonight's quiz? Is Liz the Leg End going to be appearing later on? That's the question. I got a message today to say that Jan the Man shall be arriving, and he sent me a beautiful photograph of the mystery prize arrived at his house. Jodie's dad, oh, it's Nan's 80th, not 70th. Yeah, but I always lie about ages when it comes to women. Ask her indoors. I tell everybody she's 22. You are hoping that Liz the Legend only joins for a moment. Why, have you fallen out? Or has she finally realised that Pat the Beard is the clever one? That's the question. Folks, I'm going to be back very shortly. Minion Micah, hello darling. Nice for you to join us. I need to get a pen to be able to write down who the bonus question winners are. Because I ain't got her indoors. I know. I don't know how I'm going to cope without her indoors tonight. Oh, I'm a man broken. Well, I'm a man. Okay, so I'll be back very shortly. Good evening, Jan the Man. Bob, I thought he had killed you. It's great that you're here. as long as you're not caught. I live in Holland. I'm working in this. Crime watch, I'm telling you. That's what it is. Hello. Left a little laxative out there. Dad was having some issues with one of the toilets. So I've left it sitting on top of his Can you give it a long tall glass? Because if you give it to him, he'll pick up with water. If I give it to him, he won't. Oh no, Jan the man is giving her indoors a yellow card and the show's just started. That is a scary thing. Okay, folks, welcome to my mum and dad's house in Warrenpoint, County Down, the grand country of Ireland. You're all very welcome. This is our January Staying Together monthly quiz show. I am hoping that we have no issues with the internet. So far, so good. As long as you can all hear me okay and you can see me. If I look a little bit sort of sad, down, you know, unfortunately her indoors isn't with me. So I'm missing that abuse that I'm normally used to having. I would also like to say that I was thinking of Liz today because I'm drinking a Club Orange. Club Zero, by the way, her indoors, in case you can't see, which is one of my favourite drinks that I can't unfortunately get in Ireland. In Holland, should I say. We shall begin very, very shortly. Get yourself a pen and a piece of paper, and you know how it works, folks. I'm going to ask the questions, you write down the answers, and we'll see how we go. Robert is saying you can see. Evening, Pat the Beard. We can start now, folks, because the clever person has arrived for Captain Beard's team and Liz the Legend. Good evening, Amanda. Greetings from Warrenpoint, County Down, at the shores of Mountains of Mourne. Really Electric Sheep Minion is now following. Really Electric Sheep Minion, hello! You've obviously forgot your logon details. Okay, folks, so this is our January show. Let's get started. doing a little bit nervous tonight because I haven't got her indoors. DJ Crowther, I used to think County Down was a quiz show before I went to Ireland. No, that's Countdown, but I like the way you're thinking. Let's get ready to quiz, ladies and gentlemen. Grab a pen and a paper, pour yourself a drink, get comfortable. You know how it is. Let's do it. Hey, who do I hear? Thank you very much, my little angels, Sophie and Senna. Now, before we start, can I remind you, especially people like DJ Crowther, who's got a strange sense of humour that I absolutely adore, that it is a family show. So let's get started with round one, question number one. I wonder which team I was thinking about when I put this show together. Question number one, a nanosecond is what fraction of a full second? A nanosecond is what fraction of a full second? Robert seems to think that if we shout Liz the Legend, she might appear. As long as she doesn't appear walking into this door, then I should be able to continue the show. So, question number one, a nanosecond is what fraction of a full second? Question number two, a group of what large wading birds is known as a flamboyance? A group of what large wading birds is known as a flamboyance? Question number three. I had to put this video in because it sort of reminded me of the last time her and Doors used the cooker in our house and broke it when I was in Ireland a couple of visits ago. What is a car with both a gasoline engine and a rechargeable electric motor called? What is a car with both a gasoline engine and a rechargeable electric motor called? I have to say it is rather quiet sitting here with no music on because I'm afraid of the internet, no her indoors because she's in The Hague and I'm here. Bob said it's called a posh car. It is where you come from and where I come from. Number four. Keep your thoughts clean. What C is the part of a narrative in which the main conflict is resolved? What C is the part of a narrative in which the main conflict is resolved? Number five. I can't hear her indoors blowing the whistles, so no sound effects tonight. Jan the man, who is with us, and he is our official FIFA-recognised referee. What sporting team's nickname connects the New York NFL team, the San Francisco baseball team, and the Greater Western Sydney Australian rules football team? What sporting team nickname connects the following three teams? The New York NFL League team, the San Francisco baseball team, and the Greater Western Sydney Aussie rules football team. Now, I'd like to say hello to Christopher, who's in Armagh watching us. He's just sent me a message saying, "Are you up in the bedroom that used to be your mother's bedroom?" I am indeed, but it ain't my mother's bedroom anymore. It's now a sort of like a chill-out room for the grandkids. Imagine that. Christopher wants to know why her indoors isn't sitting next to me. Well, she's looking after the fort back in The Hague. Question number 6. What author had the middle names Ronald Reuel? Ronald Reuel. What author had the middle names Ronald Reuel? And that's about the best pronunciation as I can possibly do, without her indoors to give me the correct pronunciations and make me look good. Your next question. Question number 7. What bone of the human body could be true, false, or floating? What bone of the human body could be true, false, or floating? Our next question. Question number 7 plus 1. Oh no! It's Eyes on the Prize, ladies and gentlemen. It is our first part of our bonus spin the wheel part of the show. Now, at this stage, I normally read out about 40 or so, or maybe even 50 one-liners that you chose and sent. Currently, at this moment, her indoors is reading them out to herself in The Hague. Let's move on and let you see what tonight's first bonus question is. They are visual questions tonight, so I'm going to show you something. I'm going to put it into I'm going to set the timer up because her indoors normally does all this, and guess what? I'm just lost without her. 25 seconds is what I'm going to give you before I call out the answer. Okay, here we go. You know how it works. My question to you is, have a look at the photograph, type the answer into the chat, and tell me, what is this? We don't often see a picture of this tourist attraction coming to an end. I would like you to name it. We don't often see a picture of this tourist attraction coming to an end. Name it. 25 seconds, folks. The first answer, correct answer that I see in the chat will be oh, you're so close. Minion Jesse's really close, but he spelt it wrong. Pat the Beard, it's not called what you said it is. Dutch Referee, it's not called that. Pete, it's not that. Minion Mike, it's not Burnham Pier. It's not Disney Sea. Indoor Kite, welcome Arto, the first person to write down the official name, the Great Wall of China. So tonight's first winner is Arto, RFNC. Congratulations, Arto, and it's fantastic to have you here. Arto, the Indoor Kite. What an entrance. Boom shakala. Question number 8. Which planet is named for the Greek personification of the sky? The Yellow Brick Wall or the Yellow Brick Road, Pat the Beard? Which planet is named for the Greek personification of the sky? Amanda, you didn't have a clue. It was a wall. An ornate wall gone into the sea. It could only have been the Wall of China. But unfortunately, these buggerloos on the interweb can just type too quickly. I'm looking down at my alarm and thinking, why didn't it go off? And now I've realised that her indoors makes it look so simple because I had put on 25 minutes instead of 25 seconds. Oh dear, oh dear. Number 9. What is the only country that has a common English spelling ending in Q? What a shot. What is the only country that has a common English spelling ending in Q? Q, the letter Q. And your last question in our first round tonight on the Irish Question Mark online Stay Connected show. 5 points, it's Dingbat time. And remember, the Dingbat part of the show is say what you see. Write it down. This is worth 5 points. A 4-word phrase. And I'd like to thank Dingbat Man for her rather brief but extremely cool guest appearance. So, Dingbat Man wants to know, for 5 points, what is the well-known 4-word phrase? It's so easy that I actually think Pete in Dublin might guess this one correct. So, Ardo, I'm going to go back and let you know I'll read out quickly the first round's questions. Number 1, a nanosecond is what fraction of a full second? Number 2, a group of which wading birds are known as a flamboyance? Number 3, what is a car with both a gasoline engine and a rechargeable electric motor called? And don't listen to Bob's clue that it's called a posh car. Number 4, what C, the answer begins with C, is the part of a narrative in which the main conflict is resolved? Trust me, most of you have heard about the answer. Number 5, Jan the Man wanted to know the sporting team nickname that connects the New York NFL team, the San Francisco baseball team, and the Greater Western Sydney Aussie Rules team. What nickname connects them 3? Number 6, Ardo, in case you missed it, what author had the middle names Ronald Reuel? Ronald Reuel. Number 7, what bone of the human body can be true, false, or floating? Number 8, which planet is named for the Greek personification of the sky? Number 9, what's the only country that has a common English spelling ending in Q? And number 10, Dublin Pete's dodgy dingbat. Solve the dingbat to reveal a well-known 4-word term or phrase. Keep your thoughts clean, Pete, because it's a family show. If you're watching the show on YouTube like Christopher is in Armagh, or you're watching it on Facebook, come over to twitch.tv and /Irish question mark, and you can join tonight's raffle. Okay. All you got to do is type George into the raffle and you will be automatically entered. Let me see. Yes, there are a few people already entered into tonight's draw. That's the way we like to see it. Okay. The virtual tip jar is open. Unfortunately, because I don't have her indoors sitting next to me and letting me know when something comes through, I will try and thank you as I can thank you, but unfortunately I've got no guarantees because, well, this is Ireland and we do things a little bit different here in Ireland, so I'm sort of under a little bit of external pressure to keep the show going with the fantastic internet code internet speed that we have here in Ireland. There is a little link if you would like to send a donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much indeed. I will be checking very shortly for any donations that have come in already. So this is January's first show of the year. I'd like to thank you for your support throughout the pandemic so far. We're not so much doing quarantine quiz shows, although we're sort of in a quarantine in the Netherlands. You are. Me, I'm absolutely free in Ireland. Well, free-ish. Anyway, enjoying the fresh air, enjoying looking at the mountains, but I haven't had much of a chance to climb them yet. So let's move on and get you to have a little look at the round 2, the picture round. Now, you should double your efforts because this is worth 2 points. 2 points, and I've been sort of nice to you because it is the first quiz show of the year. I've been sort of nice to you, and I've sort of, in some of these, I've given you younger photographs and sort of the last photographs that we have of these following 10 people that all died in last year. Let's get started. Everyone died. Oh my God. Number 1, what is this guy's name? Like the Sheep Minion said, he absolutely loves a festive round. Well, you know how much I like to bring some cheer to you all. Number 2. If her indoors was here, at this present moment in time, I would have asked her to sing a song from one of the shows that made this guy extremely famous. Number 3. Who is this guy? I think Jodie's dad went to school with this guy. They're about the same age. Minion Jesse saying, great to see that I'm getting the year going on a positive note. Well, it is a positive note because the rest of us haven't died. Number 4. Number 4, who is this guy? Always look on the bright side. Absolutely. You've got to grab the positives. Sitting here in Ireland, heartbroken without her indoors shouting at me here. Eating whatever meals I want. I mean, I have to tell you, she phoned me tonight, she video called me tonight, and she caught me eating a mince pie, a warm mince pie with custard. And she said, I thought you were on a diet. I was like, what diet? So who is this guy? A number 4. Okay, I've just had a little message from PayPal. Thank you very much, Dublin Pete, for your kind contribution to the virtual tip jar. Number 5, double points, remember, for the picture round. Who is this guy? Let me see if I can possibly open up to put some music on in the background. It's eerily quiet here. I feel like I've lost the plot and I'm talking to myself. Ardo's already on number 6 because he isn't aware that some of the photographs are of the same people. Pat the Beard, which movie are you talking about? Okay, number 6. It isn't all 4 of these ladies. It is one of them. This lady. What was her name? She was a member of the Golden Girls. What is this lady's name? A member of the Golden Girls. Okie dokie, I've had a few tips into the virtual tip jar. Let me see. Ardo, thank you very much indeed for your kind donation. Jesse, thank you very much for your kind donation also. Let me see who else is in there. Jay Turhamso, thank you very much indeed. And JM Van Hastricht, thank you for your kind donations. Number 7, one of these ladies. This is a band called Girls Aloud. I'm sure Electric Sheep Minion, really Electric Sheep Minion, was a massive fan purely of these ladies' videos, never mind the music. Anyway, what was this girl's name? A former member of Girls Aloud. Electric Sheep Minion, I reckon any girl band with a heartbeat you were pretty fond of. Moving swiftly along, number 8. Who was this guy? Now, I think DJ Crowther should know this one, being the royal type of character that he is. And number 9. Okay, you see 3 people here. One obviously is Mr. John Lennon. He didn't die last year. The other one is Yoko Ono. She didn't die last year. But who's this guy sitting next to the mixing desk? Let me give you a close-up. Who is this guy? Famous music producer that died last year. A famous music producer that died last year. And the last one, number 10. There you see the 4 original members of the band The Monkees. Now, Jodie's dad and Bob are jumping off the chair because they were gracing the dance halls to these guys and their forefathers. My question is, what is this guy's full name? Now, if you're a rather clever guy, you'd look down and see that Mike is his first name. So I just thought, I'd help you. Ardo is now at this current time getting upset because he wasn't aware that one of the members of the Monkees had actually died. I actually think you should be more looking up to see if any of them are still alive. Okay, so let's see the pictures again. Remember, it is 2 points per correct answer. And I'm glad Bob is still with us. Hey, we're not that old. Minion Jesse, I do believe you are right. So here we go. Number 1. Number 2. Remember, double points. Who are these people that they died last year in 2021? Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Former Golden Girl. Number 7. One of the members from Girls Aloud. Thank God that I just seen Minion Jesse typing best golden girl ever. I thought for a second he typed best golden shower ever. Moving swiftly along to number 8. Ardo's definitely getting in the feeling. He's put on I'm a Believer in the background. Number 9. Who is this guy? And I showed you a picture. He's a famous music producer. And by the way, this isn't his natural look. He always wore wigs for years. And number 10. There you go. That's the one of the monkeys that passed away. He's not a believer anymore. He's not even a daydream believer. Minion Jesse, nice clue for number 9. He swapped from wigs to mops. You are correct. And Pat the Beard, that wasn't a picture of him when he was dead, but he looked dead for a lot of his years. Okay, now a couple of familiar faces up here in our prize winners. If you see yourself, smile and say hello to yourself. And don't feel bad for talking to yourself, because I'm sitting here talking to you with silence behind me, and it's like I'm sitting talking to myself. Who will join our Mystery Prize Winners Club tonight? By the way, I do believe it's Pete's birthday, is it? Not Pete in Dublin. Peter, that used to come to the quizzes, Ardo's friend. I seen on Facebook, I sent him a message, but he's obviously on the Raz behind closed doors. So, if you want to join the raffle tonight, type George into the chat, but you can only do that if you're across on twitch.tv/Irish ? Just give me 2 seconds. I will be back with you in a second. Bear with me. Okay, we are back. Round three. You know how it works. Quite simply, write your answers down on a piece of paper. I'll be giving you the questions and answers very shortly. Where is Liz the Legend tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Did Liz get to join us? I mean, did she even get back from America? That's the question. Round 3 is basically questions all about things that happened in 2021. Things that happened in 2021. Now, the big fat quiz of the year. is a program that's on every early in the new year, and they do a show totally on things that happened in 2021. Arto, I know, our FNC, loves the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. So I reckon, Arto, you should be getting 10 out of 10. Number 1, Joe Biden became the president of the US. What number president is he? Joe Biden became the president of the US. What number president is he? Number 2. Now you all remember Ever Given ran aground obstructing the Suez Canal on the 23rd of March. My question is, how many days was it before it was freed? How many days was it before it was freed? Just having a little look at my phone. Thank you very much, Captain Beer, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Also seeing Or Prevu, I think that's Rachel, for your donation. Thank you very much indeed. Number 3. Which female artiste took the title of the most Grammy Awards by a singer when she won her 28th Grammy Award in 2021? Which female artiste took the title of the most Grammy Awards by a singer when she won her 28th Grammy Award? Tips on the nips. Now, this is your second chance to join Arto, the living legend, our FNC, on the Spin the Wheel bonus part of our quiz. Anyone that hasn't watched or played the quiz before, it's quite simple. I am going to show you a picture, and I want you to write down the official name of the tourist attraction that I'm about to show you. Shortened forms will not be accepted. If you're not sure what that means, well, it's like Wall China for the Great Wall of China. Good evening, Liz, the living legend. It is me, Liz. Has everyone forgotten their log-on details? It's wonderful to have Liz with us. I'm overjoyed. And guess what, Liz? We're non-officially sponsored by My Favourite Drink. I bought that and I was thinking of you. Let's move swiftly along. Bonus quiz time. Never mind that Liz was late. I want you to name this tourist attraction. "25 seconds. It's from a very odd angle. Name this tourist attraction. You've got 25 seconds. "17 seconds. It is me, Liz. Boom! Shakala. Well done, Liz. Just come in to steal the chance on the bonus wheel. So, everyone was pretty quick giving their answers, but Liz the legend took that one. Minion Micah is writing Burnham Pier each time in the hope that one of the tourist attractions might be the Burnham Pier. Well, you never know. Moving swiftly along. Question number 4 out of the 2021 round. Which cryptocurrency became the first to trade shares on the New York Stock Exchange? Yes, Liz, this means you can't go to bed yet, and you're suffering from jet lag. Worry about jet lag after the show. Question number 4, round number 3. Which cryptocurrency became the first to trade shares on the New York Stock Exchange? Number 5. Jan the Man wants to know, which Danish footballer collapsed after suffering a heart attack in the opening game of the Euro 2020 football finals? Which Danish footballer, first and second name please, collapsed after suffering a heart attack in the opening game of the Euro 2020 football finals? Ardo, thanks for sharing that with us. Once the lockdown ends, Ardo's going to go to tourist attractions and do the normal tourist poses at the wrong landmarks. The Statue of Liberty pose at the Pisa Tower. Ardo, you really need to get out more often. When I come back to Holland, come and visit me and let's go for a walk. Number 6. Who replaced Angela Merkel as the Chancellor of Germany after she had served for 16 years? Who replaced Angela Merkel as Chancellor of Germany after she had served for 16 years? And number 7, in January, who did Twitter ban due to the risk of further incitement of violence? In January, who did Twitter ban due to the risk of further incitement of violence? Well, Liz, I'm glad to see that jet lag isn't affecting you that much. If you've got to ask, then you won't know the answer. Number 8. In November, 10 people were killed and over 300 injured at the Astro Festival, in an annual music festival run by which American rapper in Houston, Texas? Well done, Liz. It is a 2021 round. I'm glad to see jet lag hasn't wiped you out totally. And I can't wait to see what present you brought me back from America. And her indoors, obviously. Number 9. In October, the remains of a painting called Girl with a Balloon, retitled Love is in the Bin, fetched a record £18.5 million for work by which artist? And number 10. Look who it is. It's Frank. My question is, where the is Frank? In case you're watching the show on rerun, Frank, happy birthday, and I wish you were with me. Horrid nose is a 2-word anagram of which crucial part of our online world? Horrid nose is a 2-word anagram of which crucial part of our online online world. So write down that one. It's a nice easy one tonight, I feel. But then again, all the questions are easy because I've got all the answers. Write down Howard Knows, mix the letters up, and it's a 2-word anagram of which crucial part of our online world. Boom! It's worth 5 points for you. Okay, let's give you some questions and answers. Remember that if you want to join tonight's draw, quite simply come across to twitch.tv/Irish ? And type the word George into the chat. If you do that, you have a chance of winning a mystery prize. Now, if you don't do that, you have no chance of winning the mystery prize. The virtual tip jar is open, folks. Looking forward to when we go live again, which I am really hoping it is at some stage 2022 going to go back to normal, so I can start earning a few pennies out there sharing smiles, doing what I like to do. In the meanwhile, folks, if you are enjoying tonight's show and you'd like to send a little donation to try and keep me sane, then follow the links, or else just scan the code for the Dutch one, or PayPal for any international donations. Thank you very much, by the way, folks, for anyone that has sent in a donation. Greatly appreciated. You know where to find me here on the interweb. Check Irish ? Facebook page. You can have a look at previous shows and play along with your family after you've watched it and written down the answers, and make yourself look very clever. Or just take a picture of yourself playing the quiz and send it to me so I can share it on our Instagram or our Facebook page. So any photographs of you playing the quiz tonight, even if you've got a jet-lagged head, then just send them to me and I'll get them up on the social media as soon as possible. Okay, so it is round 1. Let's give you your questions and answers to the first round. Now, remember, it is 1 point for each correct answer unless I tell you differently. A nanosecond is what fraction of a full second? The correct answer is 1 billionth. Just had a little alert come in. I'd like to thank Gary for your donation to the virtual tip jar. In case you're wondering, that's Gary, but I used to think it was Pete in Dublin. But then Gary let me know, hey, listen, it's not Pete in Dublin, it's Gary. Gary that used to play in the Sherlock Holmes. And now I've had a mind blank thinking, where the hell is Gary? But I've forgotten, but I'm sure he'll let me know. But anyway, I can't wait to do a live show and you come walking in and we have a little laugh and show everybody a photograph of us finally getting back together in the flesh. Now that sounds a little bit pornographic, but it's not the way it's meant. Gary from Ipswich, thank you very much, Liz the Legend, or Liz the Legend, whatever way you care to call her. Number 2, a group of what large wading birds is known as a flamboyance? The correct answer is, of course, flamingos, for 1 point. Thank you very much, Liz. I'll just drink the Club Orange while I'm here because I've only got hand luggage and they'll take it off me and I'll get too upset. So I'll just drink a 6-pack and think of you. Number 3, what is a car with both gasoline and rechargeable motor called? It is, of course, called a hybrid. Also had a little alarm in there from Pat the Beard. Thank you very much, Pat, for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. Cheers, my friend. Number 4, 1 point for each correct answer. What C is the part of a narrative in which the main conflict is resolved? I said you'd all probably know the answer when I talked about it. And if you don't know about it, maybe you've dreamt about it. The correct answer is the climax. I'd like to thank Jesse for giving me a pro tip. Get some at the tax-free. Jesse, I don't know whether you visited Ireland, but if you went through Dublin Airport and you stopped at the tax-free and asked for some non-alcoholic Club Orange pop, you'd probably get arrested. Number 5. The sporting team nickname that connects the New York NFL team, San Francisco baseball team, and the Greater Western Sydney Aussie Rules team is, of course, the Giants. You're right, you're no pro. Ardo wants to know, would conclusion be accepted? Well, Ardo, let's be honest with each other. Conclusion, climax. You work it out for yourself whether you deserve a point. What author had the middle names Ronald Reuel? The correct answer was J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien. Number 7. What bone of the human body could be true, false, or floating? What bone of the human body could be true, false, or floating? 1 point if you guessed ribs. Number 8. Which planet is named for the Greek personification of the sky? The correct answer is Uranus. And I bet you that woke up DJ Crowther. 1 point if you guessed that correct. Number 9. The only country that has a common English spelling ending in Q. It is, of course, Iraq. And your last one in our first round. 5 points up for grabs for our first dingbat of the evening. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 4-word phrase. Once upon a time. If you had once upon a time, then give yourself 5 points. Alrighty. DJ Crowther, the best place to get Club Orange is Tesco, if that's what you're talking about, or whether you just woke up. I thought it would be a flamboyant Liquid Masters. Or I've missed your abuse. Talking about missing your abuse, give my best regards to your better half, Radiant Raluca, missing her little chats in the chat room. Death's 2021 picture round, 2 points if you guessed any of the following correct answers. Number 1, this is Colin Powell, politician and former US Secretary of State. Give yourself 2 points if you guessed that correct. Hey folks, I'm really happy that the internet is going a storm in my mum and dad's house here in Warrenpoint, County Down at the foot of the Mourne Mountains. Yes, indeed, Amanda. Number 7, the answer was a rib. Number 2, who was this guy? It is Christopher Plummer, or the father in the musical Sound of Music. Now, at this stage, we would usually have her indoors singing Do a Deer, but she's not here, so she can't be singing any songs tonight. But she's in here, and that's it. Enough of that emotional rubbish. Number 3, 2 points if you guess this correct. It is Charlie Watts, the former drummer of the Rolling Stones. Now, there's a phrase you never thought you'd hear. Charlie Watts, the former drummer of the Rolling Stones. And number 4. Who is this guy? This is Desmond Tutu. Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Okay, DJ Crowther, I shall pass by and go out for a walk with you the next time I see you in The Hague. Or drop round when I get back and discuss the current situation, my friend. Number 5. Who is this guy? Now, I personally think that DJ Crowther went to school with this guy, or at least he watched him late at night. It is Larry King, the TV presenter. Larry King, the TV presenter. Oh, look! It's Spin the Wheel time on the Irish Question Mark online show. If you're not sure how this works, it's really, really easy. 6 times throughout the show tonight, I will ask you to type the answer into the chat room. You can only do this if you're playing the show on twitch.tv/Irish Question Mark. Now, I'm going to show you a picture. Very shortly, I want you to type the correct answer into the chat. The correct answer into the chat. Okay, let's have a little look and see how it goes. First of all, let's get my timer right because I ain't got her indoors to keep me right. 25 seconds after I show you the picture. It is not Kermit. I want you to name the painting at the center of the following picture. There we go. Which painting is at the center of this picture? Started the timer. Boom! Now that was quick. Captain Beer in straight away with Mona Lisa. Electric Sheep Minion in rather quickly with Mona Lids. Ardo was right. Dublin Pete was right, but he was too slow. Electric Sheep Minion, typos on the ripos. DJ Crowther, half the points, but not enough speed. So the first person in with super quick was winner number 3 tonight, Captain Beer. Well done. Okay, Captain Beer. So our winners tonight, going so far on the Spin the Wheel, is Arto, the indoor kite, our F&C, our Finnish comedian. We have Liz the Legend, feeling slightly tired tonight because she's just flown back from America to do the show, which is basically online. And Captain Beer. Moving swiftly along, double points in the picture round. Who's this? Number 6. It is, of course, one of the Golden Girls, Betty White. Give yourself 2 points if you guessed that correctly. Number 7, Girls Aloud member, Sarah Hardy. She also died in 2021. Number 8, who is this guy? This is, in fact, Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. Pat the Beard is saying, should we make it the Mona Lisa? Well, actually, who was the first to type in the Mona Lisa? It just happened to be Pat the Beard. Well, folks, you know how this show works. It's your choice whether you would like Pat the Beard to be added to the Spin the Wheel or Captain Beard, because technically the answer that I had was the Mona Lisa. I like the way you're thinking, Pat, and you can all decide. Do you want Pat the Beard added to the Spin the Wheel, or do you want Captain Beard added to this bonus Spin the Wheel? Type your choices in, and then Jesse, count them up and let me know who I should add. Number 9, who is this guy? This guy is Phil Spector. Phil Spector. Pat the Beard does love stirring it, but I like the way you're paying full attention. That's probably why you answer the majority of the questions correct, because you really, really watch and listen. And number 10, I'm sorry for breaking Ardo's heart tonight. One of the monkeys died, and it was Mike Nesmith. He definitely caught the last train to frickin' Clarksville. Alrighty. Round 3, here are your answers. DJ Crowther said neither of them should get put on the bonus board. Joe Biden became the president of the US. What number was he? The answer was, he was the 46th. One point if you guessed that correct. Number 2, Ever Given ran aground obstructing the Suez Canal for how many days? 1 point if you had 6 days. Number 3, which female artiste took the title of most Grammy Awards by a singer when she won her 28th award? The correct answer, and she has such a resemblance to her indoors, Beyonce. Minion Micah just thought she'd throw a spanner into the works and wants to vote for Pete and Dublin to be added to the Pete and Dublin to be added to the Spin the Wheel. I'm waiting on Jesse to guide me. Number 4, 1 point. Cryptocurrency became the first to trade shares on the New York Stock Exchange. It was Coinbase. Coinbase. 1 point if you got that correct. Danish footballer collapsed after suffering a heart attack in the opening games of the Euro 2020, which was played in Euro 2021, in case Liz the Legend thinks I've done a typo. It was Christian Eriksen. Alrighty. Pete is extremely impressed that the minions are pushing for him to get added to the Spin the Wheel. 1 point for Christian Eriksen. Number 6, who replaced Angela Merkel as the Chancellor of Germany after she served 16 years? It was Olaf Scholz. Olaf Scholz! That's the best German accent that I can do, considering the fact that I'm sitting in Ireland. Currently, we're on Pat the Beard with 2 points and Pete in Dublin with 3 points. Number 7, in January, who did Twitter ban due to the risk of further incitement of violence? It was, of course, your friend and mine and Liz's friend, Donald Trump. Number 8, in November, 10 people were killed and over 300 injured at Astro World Festival. It's an annual festival run by which American rapper in Houston, Texas? Now, the reason why I put this video in of Eddie Murphy is because I actually think they both look similar. So have a little look at this video. It's got nothing to do about laughing about the injuries or the deaths. But look, it's Travis Scott. He looks like Eddie Murphy's love child. All we are saying is give Pete a chance. Thank you very much, but I'll be singing no more. Number 9, in October, the remains of a painting called A Girl with a Balloon, retitled Love is in the Bin, was by which artist? It was, of course, Banksy. Now, there was a few people, I bet you, were a little bit shocked when that started to happen because they didn't think it was going to stop. And number 10, look who it is. Her Indoors Mark II. Liz the Living Legend. Great to see her. Horrid Nose for 5 points is an anagram of which crucial part of our online world? Her Indoors. And I put the 2 in just to confuse you because I thought it was just going to be too easy. Her Indoors for 5 points. Oh, look, never mind Her Indoors. It's Jan the Man with his angry Mickey Mouse t-shirt. Jan the Man was extremely surprised when he received his mystery prize last week. He sent me this beautiful picture taken by Mrs. Jan, and he was overjoyed. Mrs. Jan was not so impressed, and she wants to win the next mystery prize. So go on, Jan the Man, do the right thing, and give the mystery prize to Mrs. Jan. And let me get a photograph for February's show with Mrs. Jan looking at surprised at her first gift from her other half. Okay, folks, it is half time. I am going to take a very short break for a couple of minutes. We'll be back very, very shortly. So, chat among yourselves. And Arto, can you organise a couple of one-liner jokes? See you very shortly. Okay, folks, we're back. I'm sorry, I was just down organising a little bit of supper for my mum and dad. Okay, let me call in. Is Arto here? Would he like to give us a couple of his fantastic one-liners? Liz the Legend, very cryptic. I'm in a group called the Palindromes. Our first single is If I Had a Hi-Fi. And if you read that backwards, boom. Okay, Arto, take it away. The floor is yours, my friend. Oh, I've missed Arto. What do you call two monkeys sharing an Amazon account? What do you call two monkeys sharing an Amazon account? I don't know. What do you call two monkeys sharing an Amazon account? Prime mates. Boom! Good one, Arto. Amazon Prime. I get that. So, have you any more for us, Arto? By the way, folks, if you're wondering who Arto is, Arto's our F&C, our in-house Finnish comedian. Okay, Arto, can one bird make a pun? Can one bird make a pun? I don't know, Arto. Can one bird make a pun? No, but two can. Oh my God of Almighty! Why do I put myself through this? Fantastic, Arto. Fantastic. Have you any more of your high quality, top end, absolutely amazing, up to date, and totally individual one lines of humour, Arto or F&C? Or Arto's a little bit slow in the intake. This is the last one, Arto. Thank you. What did the policeman say to his belly button? Well, I don't know, Arto. What did the policeman say to his belly button? You're under a vest. Of course. Thank you very much, Arto. Oh, absolutely priceless. All right, folks, we're going to crack on. Boom! Arto's dropped the microphone. Thank you very much, Arto. Liz said today that she found out she was colourblind. The news really came out of the green. Oh dear. I don't know, DJ Crowther. What is the difference between Bing Crosby and Walt Disney? I might regret asking this. What's the difference between Bing Crosby and Walt Disney? I don't know, DJ Crowther. What is the difference between Bing Crosby and Walt Disney? Guess we'll never know. It's something about Snow White. I can't remember what it's about, but I'm sure we'll get to hear before the end of the show. You see, that's why. Answer after next quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for anyone that's dropped along and sent in a donation to the virtual tip jar. Greatly appreciated. You've got the codes you can scan there. I've also put the links into the chat. Any donation would be gladly and greatly appreciated. Thank you very much indeed for anyone that's sent along on donations so far. Let's move on to the second half of the show, folks. I'm just seeing we're running behind schedule. I don't have her indoors saying, hurry up, behind the screen, but I'm sure she's doing it now. Question number 1, round 4. Wishful drinking and shockaholic are autobiographies by what Star Wars cast member? Wishful drinking and shockaholic are autobiographies by what Star Wars cast member? Number 2. What is the highest number on a roulette wheel? What is the highest number on a roulette wheel? Number 3. Which of the 7 deadly sins is also known as the green-eyed monster? Which of the 7 deadly sins is also known as the green-eyed monster? Bing Crosby sings White Christmas while Walt Disney sing. See, Gordy up in Aberdeen would think that's hilarious. By the way, where's Gordy? I'm going to have to send him a message and make sure he's still alive. Susie hasn't taken him out. Number 4. A vibraphone would belong in what section of the orchestra? A vibraphone would belong in what section of the orchestra? Dashing Dave. I did like the joke, by the way. Your next question. Question number 5. No, it isn't. It's peckers in the pocket. Bonus question time. Now, just to keep everybody up to date with what's currently happening, 6 times during the show we ask you to type the answer into the chat. This is one of those times. I am about to show you a picture, and I want you to tell me what the name is of the tourist attraction. I'm going to make it very easy. Well, I'm going to make it easier on everybody else, and to stop the confusion we had before between Pete and Pat. The answer starts with the. So type in the and get ready to fill in the rest of the answer. Well done, Ardo. Type in the again. Correct spelling only, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Name this famous tourist attraction. The what? You haven't won yet, Ardo. Remember, if you have entered the draw and won the spin the wheel, you will not get added a second time. The correct answer is the Colosseum, and the first person that typed it in with the correct spelling is really Electric Sheep Minion. Congratulations! Absolutely amazing. And I've lost the pen, which is really going to make it easy to try and remember everything. Pete in Dublin said, is that how you spell it? That's how we spell it tonight. Bolton Wanderers Football Club. Yes, maybe it looks like one of a side shot of their stadium. As I seamlessly walk round and pick the pin up off the floor, letting you realise and see that this is in fact a live show, because if it was recorded, this part would be edited out. Right, let me write down who won that one, and it was Electric Sheep Minion. Jan the Man, or virtual referee. In baseball, what shape is the home plate? In baseball, what shape is the home plate? Question number 6. This is one of our multiple guess questions, which means that there's a 50% chance of Ardle and Pete in Dublin getting this answer correct. It all depends on heads or tails. Is phobia derived from Greek or Latin? Is phobia derived from Greek or Latin? Thank you very much, Liz the Legend, for your kind donation. I've just seen that coming in. Sorry, I missed that, or I didn't announce it. But I will buy some Club Orange and think of you while I'm drinking it. Wow, thank you. Number 7. One of the Nobel Prize winners of 2021 was using an experiment using what to clear a blocked nose? One of the Nobel Prize winners of 2021 was an experiment using what to clear a blocked nose? Dynamite is not the answer I was looking for. You'll only try that once. Number 8. Keep your thoughts clean, ladies and gentlemen. In a lethal bullfight, a matador who performs well might receive the tail and what other body part? Dashing Dave reckons it was a hoover used to clear a blocked nose. I'm actually thinking I might try this because I just find it hard to believe. I've just got to catch it at the right time when I've got to catch her outdoors at the right time when I've got a blocked nose. Number 9. How is the singer born Sherilyn Sarkisian better and legally known today? How is the singer Sherilyn Sarkisian better and legally known today? Dashing Dave, I'd like to say I like the way you're thinking. No comment. And number 10. It's dingbat time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, solve this dingbat to reveal a 4-word movie title. Thank you very much to Dingbat Man for another brief but purely fantastic guest appearance. 5 points up for grabs. Solve this dingbat to reveal a 4-word movie title. Moving swiftly along to round 5, and here is your first question. Question number 1, round 5. What shape are the cells in a bee's honeycomb? What shape are the cells in a bee's honeycomb? Question number 2. Officer and Laughing Girl, The Love Letter, and Girl with a Red Hat are works by what artist? Officer and Laughing Girl, The Love Letter, and Girl with a Red Hat are works by what artist? Number 3. It's have a guess time. How many Mexican states do you think there are? Is it 32, 35, or 37? How many Mexican states are there? 32, 35, or 37? Question number 4, round number 5. Out of 6 rounds tonight, folks. In the multimedia series, Pokeballs are primarily white and what other colour? In the multimedia series, Pokeballs are primarily white and what other colour? Number 5. Jan the Man. What substance is commonly applied to pool cues to add friction? Keep your thoughts clean, folks. It is a family show. What substance is commonly applied to pool cues to add friction? At this point, I think I should maybe add a public safety announcement. Don't try this at home, especially if you don't have a pool table. Question number 6. What was the first name of the Duke brothers' female cousin on the Dukes of Hazzard? What was the first name of the Duke's brothers' female cousin on the Dukes of Hazzard? If you'd like a clue, she bears a very similar resemblance to her indoors. For any of you that have had the pleasure of meeting her indoors, you'll understand what I mean. Question number 7. Hey Pete, I like the way you're thinking. Within the days of the week, what consonant appears the most times? So if you write down the days of the week in English, what consonant appears the most times? Your next question. Question number 8. In 2021, which EU nation became the first to actually legalize cannabis? In 2021, which EU nation became the first to legalize cannabis? Number 9. Greek feta cheese is made from the milk of what animal? Greek feta cheese is made from the milk of what animal? And number 10, our last question in this round. In building, what does RSJ stand for? What does an RSJ stand for? Pete said, is it not legal in the Netherlands? Jesse straight away came in and said, nope, it's just condoned. Basically, Pete, the Dutch government make money by selling taxes of a product which they don't officially want to legalize, but they will allow. Last round, folks. Here we go. Question number 1. Before switching to the euro, what European country had the currency, the lira? Before switching to the euro, what European country had the currency of the lira? Stick with us, Pete in Dublin, and you'll learn something new every show. Number 2, you hear it all the time. In police work, what does the acronym APB stand for? Send out an APB. What does it stand for? Number 3. It's choppers on the blockers. Bonus question time. You know how it works. I'm going to show you a photograph. I want you to write the correct answer, and the first person that writes the correct answer, Pat the Beard, quite possibly may be added to the following people who are already on the bonus spin the wheel. Arto, our living legend, the FNC. Liz, the living legend, feeling slightly tired tonight after jetting in from America just to watch the show online from the Netherlands. 3, currently Captain Beer. And 4, it's the real Slim Shady Electric Sheep Minion. None of them can win this part of the show. So here we go. In which city is this photo taken? I want the name of the city. In which city is this photo taken? Let me just get my timer set up. I do miss her indoors. 25 seconds, starting from now. In which city is this photo taken? From a rather strange angle, I may say. Pat the Beard took a chance. Barcelona's wrong. Minion Rachel done the right thing because it is Berlin. Well done, Minion Rachel. It is the Brandenburg Gates in Berlin. DJ Crowther, everything is not in Bolton. Dashing Dave's on fire tonight. Minion Rachel. Okie dokie smoky, let's move along. Toy maker Hasbro announced that which toy, the first one ever advertised on television, was changing its name to become gender neutral? Toy maker Hasbro announced that which toy became the first one ever advertised on television was changing its name to become gender neutral. Now I want the answer of what it's going to be called now. What is this toy going to be called now? Amanda wrote Athens, but it ain't right. Action Bird is not correct, Dashing Dave, but I like the way you're thinking. What romantic comedy was named after an AOL sound effect? What romantic comedy was named after an AOL sound effect? Action Bird. Priceless. Priceless, man. Jan the Man, welcome back, brother. In what racket sport would you bat around a birdie? Gender neutral, Action Bird and He Girl. In what racket sport would you bat around a birdie? Arto, you are showing your age, ICQ. Fantastic. Number 6. In The Simpsons, where do the elite meet to drink? In The Simpsons, where do the elite meet to drink? Your next one in our last round tonight, folks. Number 7. Which extends further east, Florida or Brazil? Which extends further east, Florida or Brazil? I just can't get Ardo out of my mind thinking that this could be Ardo standing wanting to take this picture and this would be me running along and doing this to him. Number 8. The Great Seal of the United States features an eagle holding an olive branch and what weapon in the other? The Great Seal of the United States features an eagle holding an olive branch. What is the weapon that the eagle is holding in the other hand? Or paw? Or whatever you'd want to call an eagle's hand. The Great Seal of the United States features an eagle holding an olive branch in one hand, paw, squaw, and what weapon in the other? Number 9. What term for a young foreign person who helps in childcare comes from the French for equal to? But look who it is, Mr. Brown. And I'm in 56 and I can look out the window and see your mother's house. Nice of you to join us. We're still doing it after all this time. What term for a young foreign person who helps in childcare comes from the French for equal to? And our last question in our show tonight is a dingbat. Pretty ironic that Cooter joins us. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known phrase. 3 words. What's the term for a young foreign person who helps in childcare? Comes from the French equal to. Is it Pretty Patel? My God. Thank you, Dingbat Man, for a brief but absolutely superb appearance. Solve this, Dingbat, for 5 points to reveal a well-known 3-word phrase. That's the end of our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the answers out for you. Before we do that, we see some of our former prize winners. You too could have your picture up on this. Very, very easily. All you got to do is win the draw or win the spin the wheel. And look how happy Jan is. The virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much to anyone that has sent in a little donation. Hopefully we will be going live in 2022. So I'll be able to see you in person and earn a few honest pounds instead of sitting in my mum's house in Warrenpoint talking to myself for 2 hours and humbly thanking any of your donations. I can't wait to go live again. But what I will do is I will keep the 1 time a month online show going just to stay connected to the likes of people that stayed connected with me, like the quizzer formerly known as Pete from Dublin, currently known as Gary in Ipswich. Also, in fact, Pete in Dublin. The living legend, both who I met formerly in the flesh in Sherlock Holmes, which we hope will be opening up again and welcoming Irish Question Mark to do live shows as soon as we are able. Here we go, some answers. 1 point for each correct answer if you get it right. And 5 points for the correct answer to the Dingbats. Wishful Drinking and Shockaholic are autobiographies by what Star Wars cast member? It is Carrie Fisher. No longer with us. Number 2. The highest number on a roulette wheel, 36 for 1 point. Boom, Shockaholic. Number 3. Which of the 7 deadly sins is also known as the green-eyed monster? The correct answer is envy. 1 point if you guessed that right. Number 4. A vibraphone would belong to what section of the orchestra? The correct answer is, of course, percussion. And that is a little picture of a vibraphone. Number 5. Jan the Man asked in baseball, what shape is the home plate? The correct answer is a pentagon. Number 6. In phobia. Is phobia derived from Greek or Latin? Heads or tails? The correct answer is Greek for 1 point. Number 7. One of the Nobel Prize winners of 2021 was an experiment using what to clear a blocked nose? The correct answer is sex. There's hope for me to win a Nobel Prize yet. Number 8. In a lethal bullfight, a matador who performs well might receive the tail. And what other body part? The correct answer is the ears. Dashing Dave, thank you very much indeed, my friend. I shall be in contact with you when I get back to the Netherlands. Take care of yourself, and you can always give me a phone if you want to have a crack or a chat. Number 9. How is the singer Sherilyn Sarkisian better known and legally nowadays? It is, of course, Cher. Number 10. It's a dingbat worth 5 points. 4-word term or phrase. Over my dead body. 5 points if you guess that correct at the Irish question mark monthly Stay Connected online show coming live from Warrenpoint, County Down at the foot of the Mourns tonight. Cracks are available all over the world, my friend. What shape are the cells in a bee's honeycomb? The answer I was looking for is they are hexagon shaped. You can see them in the video. Number 2, 1 point for each correct answer. Officer and Laughing Girl. The Love Letter and Girl with a Red Hat are works by what artist? Johannes Vermeer is the correct answer. We'll also take a point for just having Vermeer. Hexagonagle was the teacher from Harry Potter. Yes, that's right. If you watched it with 3D glasses. Number 3, how many Mexican states are there? 32, 35 or 37? I said 37. A little bit louder and a little bit perkier for you to pick that one because it's wrong. The correct answer is 32 states in Mexico. Now that's a wall and a half. Number 4. Pokeballs are primarily white and what other colour? The correct answer is red. Number 5. What substance is applied to pool cues to add friction? The correct answer is, of course, chalk. The little square blue pieces of chalk that really isn't actually chalk. But that's for another day. Number 6. What was the first name of the Duke's brother's female cousin on the Dukes of Hazzard? It was Daisy for 1 point. Number 7. Within the days of the week, what consonant appears the most time? The answer is, of course, D. 8 times, 2 times in Wednesday and 1 time in each other day. Give yourself a point if you guessed that correct. Number 8. In 2021, which EU nation became the first to legalize cannabis? Great quiz question, which I'm sure I'll repeat in the future. The correct answer is Malta. Number 9, round 5, here are your answers. Greek feta cheese is made from the milk of what animal? The correct answer is, of course, a sheep. And number 10, in building, what does RSJ stand for? It stands for rolled steel joist. Electric Sheep Minion would like to share where he thinks he's going on holidays. Is it Ireland? Let me know, so I'm in The Hague. I'd like to thank Amanda for your very kind donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much indeed. Question number 1, round 6 in our last round tonight here with the Irish Question Mark online show. Coming live from Warrenpoint and no glitches on the internet yet. God, it's fantastic. The Irish they're going to conquer the world. We've got the internet working. The answer I was looking for this one was Italy. Don't spoil my dream, Captain Beer. Number 2. In police work, what does the acronym APB stand for? It stands for All Points Bulletin. All Points Bulletin. Number 3. Toy maker Hasbro announced which toy was changing its name to become gender neutral. The answer I was looking for was Potato Head. But give yourself a point if you had Mr. Potato Head or you just wrote Potato Head. Number 4. What romantic comedy was named after an AOL sound effect? You've Got Mail. Number 5. In what racket sport would you bat around a birdie? The correct answer? Badminton. Number 6. In The Simpsons, where do the elite meet to drink? Well, they always meet to drink in Moe's Tavern. Winner on the spinner. Okay, we have 5 winners on the bonus spin the wheel for the end of the show. Currently, we have Ardo, our F&C, the indoor kite. We have Liz the leg end. Slightly tired, but still here. We have Captain Beer, because Pat the Beard's a living legend and gave it up. Electric Sheep Minion and Minion Rachel. So there is no need for you to write your answers in the chat, because you will not even win a used tissue if you get your name second on the second time on the bonus question time wheel. That was easy for me to say, but I am getting slightly tired. It must be the jet lag kicking in after 3 days. I want you to name this famous, let me get my timer right. Name this famous cathedral. 25 seconds. Type in with the correct spelling the name of this famous cathedral. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left, and boom! The correct answer is Notre Dame. Jan the man could quite possibly win a mystery prize for Mrs. Jan. Will it happen? Maitre Dane. Very close, Amanda, but not close enough. Number 7. Jan the man gets added as our 6th winner. Actually, I'm going to put in Mrs. Jan, because he is now currently acting on her behalf if he knows what's good for him. Number 7, which extends further east, Florida or Brazil? The correct answer was Brazil for 1 point. You were so close, Amanda. Oh, I really wanted you to get it. Moving swiftly along. Number 8. The Great Seal of the United States features an eagle holding an olive branch, and what weapon? A bundle of arrows. We will accept just arrows for 1 point. Number 9. What term for a young foreign person who helps in childcare comes from the French for equal to? The answer is an au pair. An au pair. An au pair. Thought I was having a glitch after me singing Ireland's internet praises. This one, number 10. 3-word well-known phrase for 5 points if you got it right. It is drunk and disorderly. Drunk and disorderly. Give yourself 5 points if you guessed that correct. Okay, folks, thank you very much indeed. I am really happy that we got the show over without really any glitches on this end. Thank you to anyone that has sent in a little donation to the virtual tip jar. Greatly appreciated. If I haven't mentioned you, it's because I'm doing it all on my own. Normally I have her indoors writing up on a whiteboard, thank this person, thank that person, or whatever. So thank you very much indeed for anyone that has sent in a little donation to the virtual tip jar. We hope 2022 is the year that I get to see you all face to face. If not, we're gonna keep the show going at least once a month online from wherever I am, The Hague, Ireland, or if we ever get a chance to go on a holiday again, myself and her indoors. We might even do the show from Delft. So, Mystery Prize Winners Club, who will be joining Jan the Man? Will it be Mrs. Jan? That is the question. Thank you very much for sharing some smiles together after doing 72 online weekly shows. Now we've done a few monthly shows. Thanks for hanging out with me for a couple of hours. I really greatly appreciate it. This is your last chance now to enter the draw. If you type George, you will be entered into the draw. I'm going to roll the draw without her indoors, unfortunately. So let's see who is going to win a mystery prize from the draw. A virtual sound effect from her indoor. Tonight's winner of the draw is... And will it let me share it? It is Amanda 2527. Amanda, are you still with us? Are you still with us? Please type yes, Amanda. Please type yes. $44, very thick tonight. It doesn't matter, Amanda, because you've won the raffle. Fantastic. Amanda, do me a favour and send me your address, and I'll either shoot round on the scooter if I can get my son and drop it off to you, or I'll drop it in the post. But congratulations, we'll send a mystery prize to you as soon as I get back to the Netherlands. Oh, wonderful. Okay, what else do I need to do? At this stage, I would usually have her indoors saying, you know what you need to do? You need to do the spin the wheel. Okay, so let's go and do the spin the wheel. Is the spin the wheel going to appear? That is the question. Boom! It has just appeared. Now, winners number 1 will be Ardo, our FNC. Winner number 2, Liz the Legend. Winner number 3, Captain Beer. Winner number 4, Electric Sheep Minion. I am the real Electric Sheep Minion. Winner number 5, Minion Rachel. And winner number 6 could possibly be Mrs. Jan. So Jan the Man can save face. Now, let me see. Will it spin is the question. Here we go. Going down. Going up to where it says spin the wheel. No sound effect, but I love you her indoors. And boom, away it goes. Mystery winner number 5 is the spin the wheel winner tonight, and it is Minion Rachel. Congratulations, Minion Rachel. I shall drop off a prize to Jesse, or I can get it in the post to you. Absolutely fantastic. So congratulations to Amanda for winning tonight's draw, and well done, Rachel. Minion Rachel, remind me, have you won one of the mystery prizes yet? I think you have. So if that's the case, I'm going to pick something up in Ireland for you. I've already got something for Captain Beer in Ireland, but I'm not going to tell him what it is because that would spoil the surprise. Okay, folks, thank you very much indeed. It's been an absolute pleasure doing the show live from my mum and dad's house in Ireland. Thank you. Thank you anyone that sent in a virtual donation via the tip jar. Not a virtual donation, a donation via the virtual tip jar. Again, if I haven't mentioned you, I'm sorry, because I was a bit sort of so many things going on. Great for Christopher to join me in Armagh, and of course you folks for joining me all the way from wherever you are in this beautiful world via the interweb. All I got to say is happy birthday, Frank, and we'll finish the show like we traditionally have done. Time to have a little dance, and whatever you do, stay the Frank at home.
Caught a virus, you're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it, just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine, it's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world you only have to stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home, stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick,
stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby,
shut it down and isolate, stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home, stay the fuck at home.
Watch Netflix in your underwear,
just stay the fuck at home.
But I need the gym and I need the beach, we hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home. But I feel fine, I don't feel sick, I'll go out on my own. How thick are you, you selfish prick, just stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home, stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and do fuck all.
Just stay the fuck at home.
You're living in a dome. Spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home.
To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate.
Stay the fuck at home, stay the fuck at home.
You can be a hero too.
Stay the fuck at home.
The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home. Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
Contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Good night, folks. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you when I see you.